Every day, life presents you with two paths: the easy one that feels comfortable now, and the uncomfortable one that transforms everything later. The slight edge begins with a simple choice. Do you rise 1% today or fall 1%? In 2026, your future will be shaped quietly by these invisible forks in the road. He knew that success wasn't a lightning strike. It was a long horizon shaped by daily decisions. As he stood looking at the world ahead, he understood a truth we all face in 2026. Your life changes only when your habits do. Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because they repeat small negative choices each day. The slight edge teaches that the mind is the battlefield. In 2026, mastering your mindset is the fastest way to change your financial and personal destiny. This book doesn't promise shortcuts or miracles. It reveals a formula hidden in plain sight, simple disciplines repeated over time. By 2026, while others chase trends, you'll win by applying the fundamentals they ignore. Time is the ultimate amplifier. It multiplies whatever you feed it, good habits or bad ones. In 2026, remember, success doesn't respond to intensity, it responds to consistency. The first step never feels powerful, but it's the step that rewrites your identity. Every improvement begins exactly this way: small, humble, almost invisible. In 2026, chase the step, not the leap. Every habit tilts your life towards success or failure. Most people underestimate these tiny choices because the consequences aren't immediate. But in 2026, your habits quietly build the life you'll be living in 2030. Small actions compound like dominoes. Once momentum starts, it carries you further than you imagine. In 2026, your job is not to move the big pieces, just the first one. You are always walking toward a future, either intentionally or accidentally. The slight edge shows that both success and failure are predictable. In 2026, you choose which direction becomes your story. From above, success is not a straight line. It's a curve created by daily choices. A tiny upward bend becomes extraordinary over time. In 2026, don't chase intensity, chase direction. What you track, you improve. Babylonians carved their progress in clay tablets. Today, you write it down. In 2026, your journal becomes your most valuable financial and personal asset. Assets grow the same way water fills a cup, slowly at first, then suddenly overflowing. In 2026, let your daily deposits accumulate quietly. Compounding always rewards the patient. Growth begins underground before it appears to the world. Your effort works the same way, unseen but not wasted. In 2026, trust the process even when the results are invisible. If you neglect the basics, decline begins silently. Failure doesn't happen overnight. It's the accumulation of comfortable but costly choices. In 2026, protect your habits the way you protect your goals. Reflection is where wisdom forms. Every day ask, did my choices move me forward or backward? In 2026, self-awareness will be the greatest competitive advantage in your life and finances. You become the person your choices shape. One path leads to growth, the other to regret. In 2026, the real transformation begins when you stop negotiating with your excuses. Success leaves clues, and they're almost always small, simple steps repeated daily. In 2026, follow the footprints, not the fantasies. Failure also leaves clues: missed habits, delayed decisions, ignored opportunities. In 2026, identify the patterns that sabotage your progress, then break them. Every discipline drips into your identity and reshapes who you are. Over time, the smallest effort becomes a powerful force. In 2026, keep dropping water on the stone. A habit becomes effortless once it becomes part of who you are. That's the slight edge. In 2026, build habits so simple they're impossible not to follow. Leaders are readers. One page a day changes how you think, and thinking changes everything else. In 2026, your next breakthrough is hiding in your next book. Choices that feel insignificant today shape your energy tomorrow. Success is built on the small things you do when no one is watching. In 2026, choose the long-term win. Preparation creates confidence. Showing up ready is a habit, not a talent. In 2026, your future will reward the work you do before the moment arrives. The clock doesn't lie. Your routines either serve you or drain you. In 2026, schedule your habits the way successful people schedule their priorities. Nothing grows without nourishment. Invest daily in the actions that strengthen your future. In 2026, consistency is the soil of success. Mornings give you control before the world takes it away. A quiet hour can change everything. In 2026, own your mornings, and you'll own your life. Saying no is a success skill. Every distraction rejected becomes energy for what matters. In 2026, protect your time like your life depends on it, because it does. There are seasons where discipline beats comfort. These small sacrifices compound into massive advantages. In 2026, commit to the work now so your future self can breathe later. Progress becomes real when you can see it. Celebrate the small wins. They are the bricks of your breakthrough. In 2026, make your growth visible. Momentum is precious. Once you have it, protect it fiercely. In 2026, avoid anything that pulls you off your path, even if it seems harmless. Your actions compound before your money does. Build the habits first, the wealth will follow. In 2026, consistency is the highest return investment. It always starts with a seed, an idea, a habit, a decision. Plant it now, nourish it daily. In 2026, your small beginnings will become your greatest strengths. A written goal has power. It gives your effort direction and your day's purpose. In 2026, write your goals clearly. The world moves for people who know where they're going. Compounding feels slow until the moment it erupts. Then everything accelerates at once. In 2026, stay in the game long enough to experience your explosion point. Most people underestimate what a year can become. The slight edge turns 365 small steps into a transformation. In 2026, live each page with intention. Just 1% better each day rewrites your entire future. You don't need dramatic change, only consistent improvement. In 2026, focus on the tiny wins that compound. A new path appears the moment you commit. Every small decision draws it clearer. In 2026, walk boldly into the life you're building. You don't succeed by forcing outcomes. You succeed by becoming the kind of person who creates them naturally. In 2026, upgrade your identity. Your results will follow. Success is a lifestyle, not a moment. It's built from calm, simplicity, discipline, and daily excellence. In 2026, design a life that supports who you want to become. This is the slight edge. Small choices, repeated daily, shaping a future beyond anything you imagined. In 2026, commit to the path. Walk it with patience. And remember, the difference between average and extraordinary is almost invisible until time reveals it.